more than helping their charges, and it seems it's true, though it wouldn't hurt her for her to show it a little more often. But that's not the only thing you learned, and I thank you for it. You've given me exactly what I need. So I suppose it's about time I told you what I need it for. The truth is...
Is Endaline still hard at hand-helping?
Yes, she is, so I'll thank you for not bothering us. You do remember that I specifically asked you to leave me be until my work was complete?
Always such angry words. Muvamuk means no bother, just need to do daily mob duty, sharpening tools until they spark shine.
And I'm telling you that I don't need you to. Not now, anyway. I'm almost retired. All my commissions are already dealt with.
Until the end of the Pot Pact, Muvamuk will uphold their pact part. It is her duty as help hand.
Why do you always have to be so... I'm sorry, Mumavuk, but I'm going to have to put my foot down. I expressly forbid you from touching my tools until my work with Endaline is finished.
Then Muvamuk will do as Anfrey asks, so it makes her shamefaced. She will hand turn to other duties. If Anfrey needs her, he has only to hail call.
I wish I didn't have to do that, but I'll be needing every one of those tools if I'm to achieve my aim. That aim being to make a farewell present for Mumavuk. In all the years I've been working here, she's been my guardian angel, answering my every prayer before it even makes it to my lips. Even in these recent times, when the help hands have grown too few for the number of pots worn, her services hasn't lapsed a little. Now that my service is coming to an end, I wanted to do something just for her, to thank her for everything she's done for me. Yet despite her knowing me better than I do myself, I discovered that I didn't really know anything about her at all. I tried to speak with her to learn what she really makes her tick, but she always brushed me off, that her only wish as a humble help hand was to see my wishes realized. That got me thinking, perhaps she and the other Moblins might be more willing to open up about someone who wasn't bound by the Pot Pact, someone like you, and by all gods the plan worked. I have an idea for her present now. All that remains is to craft it, but without Muvamuk's help, that might be a little more difficult than usual. If you'd be willing to play help hand a little longer, I'll make it worth your while. So regarding ideas for my present for Mumavuk, the particular item of information that caught my ear was the nugget of Tarnotics. He said that she treasures the treasure that I once gave her, right? Then she would surely love something similar. Alas, I can't remember exactly ever having actually given her a gift. As such, it must have been very early in my career. Could you speak with Tarnotic again? I know he said he has no idea what this treasure was, but any little details he might have gleaned. Its size or its shape and the occasion I gave it to her might just be enough to jog my memory. I really want to level up this gorilla's goddamn coat.
Anfrey is making buy gift for Muvamuk? Tarnotic wants to hand help however he can, but Muvamuk is very tight-lips, hardly ever lip-slips, self-thoughts. Tarnotic has already told Uplander everything he thinks he knows about the treasure. Why not ask Muvamuk straight face? Tarnotic can give Uplander perfect ask chance. Recent why Muvamuk asked Tarnotic to bring her some crafty goods for sneaky secret craft task.
Are they both working on something at the same time?
He managed to obtain the toolbox she ordered, but the second craft good eluded him. Tarnotic is shamefaced for his failure. He wants to mend the make for hope smashing, so he sends a strong-arm adventurer who can succeed where he failed. Go, take toolbox to Mavok and tell her Tarnotic sends you to hand help with the craft task. Lowlander hand help not only craft hand, but help hand too. Has Endaline finished helping Anfroy? This is from Tarnotic. He told you about my super secret craft task then. Heartsworn Momuak, you don't lip slip this to anybody, anybody else. Many thanks, Endaline. If it will not be hinder meddler to your help task to Anfroy, I will be happy feels to accept your offer. Muvamuk is trying to hand at crafty making. She wants to craft make a special buy gift for Anfroy. Middle bit of present will be something very deep feely to Muvamuk, a memory from many 10 years ago, when she when she and he had just thumbprinted the pot pact. Muvamuk found for Anfoil a big glitter sparky ruby, the perfect middle bit for a piece of pricey dangle jangle. But Anfoil's squeeze pinch slipped and left a bad scratch on the jewel. He was so shamefaced about it, he teary begged Muvamuk to take it, and never let any movie else eye catch his poxy work. Muvamuk has close kept it to her heart ever since. You must value it very much. Did Tarnotic tell you about this too? My most high-value treasure. Yes, it's the ruby. It is a symbol of our pot pact, of our journey together. And as that journey comes to a long stop, it will make for a perfect buy gift. But as Tarnotic tongue flaps tell, Muvamuk needs certain other craft goods to make this buy gift. She would be hearty thank you for Endaline's help, so long as she is sure to hutchkeep it from Anfroy. First things, need to surely make that Anfroy is full hands with busy work. Can't risk him eye-catching what Muvamuk and Endaline are doing. Would Endaline safe check for her?
Of course, I did give her that ruby, didn't I? Must have been the shock of ruining something so precious that made me forget about it. Now that I think about it, I was right around the size of that ratty old leather pouch she's always carrying around. I never even thought to ask what was inside. Just think me the most incurious lout in all Turan. Thank you, Endaline. You opened my eyes and filled me to the bursting with ideas for her present. Oh, and thank you for agreeing to help Muvamuk with this little project of hers, whatever it might be, as long as it keeps her out of my hair until I've finished my work. I shan't ask anymore. Does this guy have hair? He gives me bold vibes. Oh, I don't just have hair.
Anfroy is busy hands with craft work, then let us be busy hands too.
Getting warm.
Muvamuk knows where craft stuff for buy gift can be found. As soon as you're ready, let grab task begin. Ready in the line? Then let's the gather task begin. Our aim place is many fires over the river to the east. Let's meet there, and Muvamuk will mindshare more.
Over the river to the east. Oh, all the way over there, okay.
We can do,
where's the emu guy? Here. Do.
Hey, Endaline, let us be fast acting. The craft stuff Muvamuk has asked Tarnotic to collect was Steel Strong Hide String. Muvamuk ordered it special-wise from Stuff Sender in Toliolal. Little luck, Stuff Sender's wheelie wagon was upheld by the storm. Only way to get Hide String now is to make it a movie self. But for that, Muvamuk will need good hide. Big luck, the Tegu that live to the southeast of here have very good hide indeed. Could Endaline help Mumavuk by out-seeking one and skin stripping it?
Sure. Sure thing, bro. I'll go murder some things for you, why not? I'll go commit some murder, yeah. Not that ask me twice.
Did Endaline say that still the Tegu? Did Endaline get good hide?
A section of thick, strong hide cut from one of the winged lizards that haunt the lesser frequented byways of the deep Bew Spunk Bank.
Oh yes, this is good hide, very good hide. Even Mumamuk can make good hide string from this. Mumamuk is not a master milker like Anfroy, but she has some small crafty skills herself. She will pour her airy self into it to make her thank you feels for all his years of crafty making. It is very rare for crafty hands to end their pot packs due to long years. You know, every year we bid bywords to a few craft hands. Those who want a scene change, or who no longer need movie help, or who suffer from home sadness. Not Anfroy though, he wit-stuck us to the end, hardly ever lip-slipping a moan word. It's been Muamuk's long honor to be his help hand. But enough soppy talk, let us backwalk to Earthenshire and see the bygift crafted before Anfroy mind catches we are gone.
Uh-oh.
Endaline, trouble times. The crafty milking will have to wait. Anfroy is nowhere to be eye-catched. He's vanished from the village. In past times, Anfroy only ever sneaky skipped when he was heavy burdened with craft work and needed a snooze rest. Why would they sneaky skip now? If Anfroy sneaky skipped to past-time hidey place, then Muvamuk think he knows how to find him. Once Anfroy placed a crafty trick on every mobile, he carved little arrows around Earthenshire that showed the Potsworn how to sneaky slip away to his secret hidey place without helpy hands eye-catching them. If Anfroy has sneaky slipped to that same hidey place, you just have to eye-catch the arrows, please Endaline. Search for tiny-sized arrows around the Earthenshire and find Anfroy.
And then break, I'm getting a hand cramp again? Damn, dude, you've been gooning that hard? Understandable. The base of the wall bears the stain of age, but none are in the shape of an arrow. You've been gripping it, huh? You found it looks like some old graffiti. The symbols are too weathered to read, but as you can make out, none of them were ever an arrow. A lot of booming, yeah. He was gripping and booming over there. Boom, headshot. You mean you don't know? That means there's no cameras. Yeah. Of course. I can't wait to find out that Dualis actually has like paranoid schizophrenia, and I'm legitimately just making his promos worse. My client was doing so well, and then suddenly he just started getting worse and worse. Started talking about the cameras everywhere, and this Endaline fellow. I'm just slowly being pushed over the edge. You strain your eyes and scratch on the wall and discover that it is in fact 3 scratches clustered in a small yet distinct arrow shape. It appears to be directing along the wall towards the northwest. Cause I'm close, don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose myself. It's like a juggle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under. This what's going on right now. Yeah, I saw some cliffs from there. We found an arrow pointing out of the village towards the west. This must be the direction in which Anfer left Earthenshire. How do I get? Oh, I'm in a minute. Anne Froy, no! Anne Frank, no! Thank you so much. It would have been a cruel twist of fate to be murdered by monsters just a few days before my retirement. I took this path to avoid being spotted by the moblins, only to get spotted by something far, far worse. It's a roundabout route to the Cracked Cistern, a community of artisans, mostly those who used to work in Earthenshire before they ended their contracts. Seems like the perfect place to make Muvamuk's present without her finding out. Come with me and I'll thank you properly once we're safe behind the gates. Rewatching Access Zero completion guide just to jog my memory. I can't believe I did all this insane stuff. What's some examples? I think Yakuza 0 is the only game in the series that I would ever want to replay. Getting 1 million points in Fantasy Zone, 5 million points in Outrun. Are these arcade games? Really high completion goals for minigames? Oh yeah. That makes sense. Well, you are psychotic. I keep telling you that. I keep saying you're a psycho, right? I keep saying you are sick. You are sick and demented. I keep saying. Hey there, are you in on Anfer's little plot too? Apparently I am. Here we are, safe and sound thanks to you. Before we start work, let me introduce you to a good friend of mine. Endaline, meet Rostand, the finest artisan in all Tural. And sickness must be purged. Don't listen to a word he says. If ever I had any real talent, it's withered long ago. There's a reason you find me here rather than in Earthenshire. Crafting's best left to the true masters of the art, I say. That's why I'm letting Anfroy here use my workshop to make his gift for Owamuk. I don't know if it's a good idea anymore, though. I was hoping she'd never find out that I left the village, but now that she has, she's going to be furious. Owamuk's done so much for me over the years, but all I've ever given her is headaches. Will this gift be enough to make up for all that? She'll love it, you'll see. The goodness is I've crushed all the arcade games in Judgment, so it's nothing but smooth sailing from here. I like that you start like when I start like a New York's game. I'm like, okay, let's see who the characters are and enjoy the story. You're like, all right, let's go into the arcade so we can pack it up. I don't go straight to Club Sega, yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I listen to a word you say either. Well, if she is angry with me, it wouldn't be the first time. All our years working together, that's been our way. She nags me, I fob her off with my work. Fitting that it should end the same. I'll be done with my present soon enough. Would you mind heading back to Earthenshire before me? Let Umamok know that I'm safe and well, and I'll be home soon. I just want to know if my completion dreams are Jover or not. Yeah, that's fair. You want to find out if it's a young man's game? If you're an old hound in a young man's game? A whole new game. Isn't that kinda lame? I'm still in my prime. You just said you had to take a break because your wrists were hurting.
It's a weight lift to hear that Anfor is dangerous and healthy-wise. Moamuk is still puzzle-brained while he would far walk to the cracked cistern, though. But no time for puzzle thinking. She needs to finish crafty making her buy gift. When Anfor backwalks to Earthenshire, we will have plenty time for gift-giving and grumbly words.
Even Michael Jordan took breaks. In his youth?
How many times must we trade lip flaps on this, Anfor? You must not leave the pot wall alone. Wild space is danger place.
I know, I'm sorry. I can see that I made you angry, but will be the last time, so we can keep the lecture short. In his youth, he was a maniac.
Until well, just fact share me. Did you sneak your way to the crack cistern?
Make this. It is a present, a treasure box. I heard you took a liking to that ruby I once gave you. Didn't seem right to keep something you supposedly treasure so much in a tatty old pouch, so...
This is for my Movamuk? Anfor hides his deep feels with grumbly words, so Momavok will reply with grumbly words too.
Did she make something out of the ruby? Oh, yeah.
Momavok knows that Anfor is fop-minded penny dresser, so she made her treasure into a glitter dangle for him to hang around his neck.
What in the names of the gods? You made your treasure into a necklace? Are you giving it to me? I can't accept this. If I did, you'd have nothing to put in the treasure box. All my work would have been for naught.
Anfor must accept it. Muavok made it special-wise so that even after his pot pact ends and he leave takes Earthenshire, he will remember our long times together.
This is all your fault, you know. If you'd only told me what you wanted, I wouldn't have had to guess. And if you told me you were making me this necklace, I wouldn't have made you the box.
Muavok's fault? You, an addle-brained, would even think of ruining a surprise spy gift.
You're saying I ruined it? If you ask me, we both ruined it. Bickering like this until the very end. We're both of us irredeemable adult brains. Though we do have a knack for handicrafts. This necklace of yours is a little rustic, perhaps, but anybody can see it was made with care. As for the box, take it. Perhaps your next potsworn will earn you enough to buy a better treasure.
Ah, more grumbly words. Muavok has many smileful memories, exchanging them with Anfroy, and this is the most smileful of all. Only damp eyes that it may be our last.
Apologies for making you witness that sorry spectacle. Thank you, Endaline, for helping with Muamok's gifts and with mine too. Apparently it wasn't quite the perfect farewell scene I had in mind, but it was perfect for us.
Our pot pact is at an end, and so we must go strange ways. Anfroy to a new life, Muavok to a new craft hand. But so long as we help hands fast skip, and trust and respect we hold for our potsworn in our hearts, and hand pass those same friendly feels to the next generation, and pot pact shall live on.
Well, I suppose I should start packing. Though my pot pack may be at an end, my career as an independent artisan is just beginning. Expect more gifts wherever that treasure box came from. Where are we right now? Alright, we have one more side story left. Wait, what? Wait, what? That's not how this is supposed to work. Now where to spend my hard-won freedom? I'm from Moldau originally, so anywhere but the desert. I've seen enough sand to last me a lifetime.
Has he spent all his life here? Muavok and Anfroy's pot pack is at an end now. Now she must hand help others. Sad feels her next craft hand has not been decided yet, so she must hand help in other ways. Fist-wise, by caretaking Astas. Muavok receives send word from many fires that there is an Ask Tasker there who wishes to task ask us of us. A fighty hand of the Landscar by name of Nananshi. Is she a friendly face of yours in the line? Then you must come with Muavok to exchange greeting words.
Oh, there was a thing over here the entire time. I forgot about that.
Oh.
Okay.
Dealing with Astasters is a trickier than Muavok thought.
Endaline, I'm glad to see you. You've got to help me. Since we last met, the Landsguard sent me the length and breadth of Tural, seeking out 100 different materials that go into making our uniforms. Finally, I thought I was done with it all. But then our armorer got injured. Only man in Tuliolal with the skill to weave all these different materials together. I spoke with some of the senior officers and they recalled the uniforms had originally been ordered from an Earthshire artisan. Sent me out to find this man and ask if he'd restore them to their original design, but nothing in this life can ever go to plan.
Muavok has air-caught tales of this armor crafter. Sad feels. He is not an Earthshiner crafter anymore. He lives in a cracked cistern. Very difficult dealmaker. May need Endaline's hand help to deal with. That was fast for clear, and Movamok will face swap you both with him.
Face swap? Face off. So now doing the other quest is already paying off, because now they're leading to new quests. Oh, he lives down. Oh, is he like the artisan? The big boy artisan that retired? Look at this dude chilling in the sun. That guy's full Gason. I read about this place. It's a community for retired artisans. Oh, don't tell me. The one I'm looking for has already laid down his tools. I was about to set off on my travels, and Mumamuk barrels back into town and demands I help her with one last task. You know what this is all about?
Anfo tell Movamok that the craft hand who think he built the Landsguard's uniform is a man named Rostand. Rostand is an armor maker from across the wet plain. One with such crafty skill that Dawnguard gave him and the Astas self-wise. But some years ago, he said that his crafty skill had started to off-drop, so he ended his pot pack and moved out here. If Movamok asks, Rostand will say no, but maybe Friendly Face Anfroy and Worldwide Endaline can mind change him.
That's your game bringing me here. Well, alright, it can't hurt to try. You remember Rostand? I borrowed his workshop to make Mumawuk's farewell present. Anfroy told me what you are after. I'm sorry to have to disappoint, but these old hands of mine don't work like they used to. A lifetime of working metal takes its toll. I'm too tired and too frail to be journeying all the way to Tololan. Truly, Yolan. I doubt I'd even make it there in one piece. It is a long journey and a hard one. We could ask for the Landsguard to haul all the materials here instead. That wouldn't make it any easier for them. They'd have to organize boats and punities and porters, and it would likely take more than a single trip. Any ideas how we could ease the burden on both sides? So we could meet in the middle?
How about setting up work in Okhanu?
That could work. Okhanu is not far, and it has a boat landing. No need for Rostand to risk the rapids, nor for the Landsguard to haul all the heavy crates to the top of the falls and beyond. We can convince the Hanu to let us set up workshop there. It could be the answer. Can we? We're already doing a quest that connects all the different, like, dudes. Your friend here seems confident enough. Well, if the Hanu and the Landsguard are both willing to make that concession, it'd be churlish of me to refuse it. I can't promise you my best work, but it'll give you what you can. I ready my tools. If you could let your friends by the gates know that they can start making their own preparations, I'd appreciate it. I saw that my Landsguard friend of yours eyeing me over the gate. The look of him. Maybe I should design the uniforms with short trousers. If Rod stands in, so am I. I think I'd appreciate having a friendly face around. But that because you're retiring. I brought him out of retirement immediately. So now we have to go to down here to talk to these guys. That sounds like a perfect compromise. I doubt my colleagues in the Landsguard would balk at the arrangement, but I should probably check before making any promises I can't keep. Meanwhile, I expect Mumawuk will set up the workshop. It looks like talking to Lanu Hanu about it is a job for you. Sure thing, Broseph.
To think that a master craftsman should seek to establish his workshop here in Okuhanu. We are as surprised as we are gratified. I shall inform the village of our guests coming. Please make yourself comfortable until everyone arrives.
I've crafted the armor of Landsguard. It forces you to support effort until then. Let's grab most of the takes 1 minute. You may just cancel any party. Okay. Sure. Vart är skrämt? Vart är skrämt? Vart är skrämt nu? Vart är skrämt? Skrämt jag da? Ordentlig skrämt? Vart är ordentlig skrämt dagen? Det var en løve som kom og tok det, eller? Vet du kanskje var en løve som var på vei? Well, it looks like we're all here. Thanks you for making the journey, Rostand. Not at all. After everything you've done to accommodate me, only right I return the favor. The Landsguard uniforms come in a few different flavors, so I was thinking I'd first make a sample of each, starting with yours, Nananshi, the Peacekeeper's uniform. I was so goofy with that jacket on still, with the jacket and the wolf headdress. Damn, this armor looks good. I'll wear it in a heartbeat if they give it to me. It's close to what I remember designing back in the day, but is it really the same? What do you think? Don't ask me, I don't know. Yeah, looks the same to me. It's perfect! You really think so? Well, if a fighter like you thinks it'll serve, I'll trust your judgment over mine. A suit of armor can be pretty as a picture, but so long as it doesn't protect its wearer's life, it's a little more... Oh wait, is it the fact that it's missing the legs? Funeral Shroud. I remember Gulol Jaja went at my samples hammers and thongs with spells and swords. See how the mannequin survived. The first few models, all he left was ash. It hurt my heart to see my creations so thoroughly laid to waste, but I soon learned. Anyway, on to the next pattern. Okay, so I guess I wasn't missing the... This looks cool too. This is for frontline fighters. The lighter construct allows for more movement. It's different, but is it right? Is any of this right? I bet this is gonna be for monks. I like this design though. This looks like really cool actually. I know about you, but I can see myself fighting in it. It warms my heart to hear you say it. You're right. Each uniform embodies a different aspect of Kihaks-Hihi, so it's natural each should present a different face. Kikaxi isn't represented in one uniform alone, or even in them all combined. Only a fool would think that he could capture every aspect of the divine. The best you can hope for is find a way to imitate it, through trial and error. And thanks to your support, I'm starting to feel as if I've done just that. Remember how it felt to happen upon these designs so many years ago? Let's see if I can repeat the trick one more time. One more time. One more time. Now this healer gear? Oh yeah. Of course it's a robe. Of course entire body. And that's the last of the lot. I gave it all my all, but was it enough? I want a set for myself. You honor me, Endaline. These uniforms are for the Landsguard, but the crafting method is no secret. I'm sure they wouldn't begrudge you wearing one in solidarity. But first, now that I've won your approval for designs, we have to put them into production. And Freud, if you wouldn't mind lending me a hand. And Freud. The last shipment's on its way down the river to Toliolal. finally our work is done.
And very well done. Armorcrafter is just as skilled as he ever was. To Mavumok's eyes, less wise. Jeez, sure the Landsguard will be just as happy feels as she is.
So am I. It was a pleasure and privilege to see you work, Rostand. There's a place for you in our armory if you're willing to take it. I thank you for giving me this chance. You made me feel like there might still be some use in these old bones. But if there's a job in the capital you're offering me, I'll have to turn you down. My river legs have long since deserted me.
Why not simply continue this arrangement? You're welcome to remain here in Okanu. It is easier to bring craft materials here than to hold them up the Great Stairs, no? Or perhaps Ukbek B might be a more desirable location for a workshop. There you would be among your own kind, not surrounded by Hanu Hanu and our unfamiliar ways. Whatever you wish, we shall see it granted.
I take him up on your offer if I were you, Rostand. You never did lose your eye or your arm, only your confidence in them. It's time to start taking on commissions again, even if you do have to travel a few miles down the river to...
Muvamok is same-minded. If Rostan needs any crafty goods, whether upfalls or downfalls, he need only ask the help hands.
Like it has a like young person's haircut. Well, if you all insist. We peer pressured him into it. We peer pressured a 90-year-old man out of retirement. Yay! Excellent. As soon as I get back to Tuliolal, I'll let the armorers know they have a friend in Kusama Uka. I'm sure they'll be only too glad to share the burden. He's also in his prime, yeah.
As shall we, This shall mark the beginning of a new era of cooperation between Moblin and Hanu Hanu. Moamuk future guesses too. Many thanks to Rustan for bringing us all together.
Another victory, yeah. Yippee! 90-year-old man out of retirement. Yahoo! Woohee! He thought he could just go rest. No! It's me, Mario!
Earthenshire and the Cracked Cistern were far parted for long times. Now, thanks to Rostan, craft hands and help hands shall handhold not only across the lost-fired bank, but across Kosamauka.
Thank you for convincing me to open my toolbox again. It was exactly what I needed. Now what I need most is a good night's sleep. He's worked for like 2 hours and is already exhausted beyond measure. I was so busy helping Rostan with uniforms, I didn't take time to get a good look at this place until now. Isn't the architecture fascinating? I think I'll stick to touring Tural for the time being. I have a lot to learn here. But as I wander high and low, I'll be sure to come back to call on these two every so often. Can't wait to see the masterpiece that Rostan crafts next, nor how this new friendship between Moblins and the Hanu Hanu develops. Speaking of Moblins, I should be heading back to the Earthenshire to finish packing my things for the road. Thank you for everything, Endaline. I pray that our paths cross again someday. Pastoral Pleasures Orchestral Roll. Do.
Danger straits! Danger straits! Vandowick's Twinklecraft has gone missing. Vandowick's asked all around the village and some say he went to pay a visit to Imperius, the giant's prey place. But prey place is a danger place, full of friend-munching fiends. You are a fighter, are you not? Will you swordland the Vandowick and save her dear Twinklecraft from certain doom?
You're looking for a twinkle crafter, that's me, most likely. I'm one of the Moblin's contracted artisans, specializing in jewelry making. Van Dovik was concerned for my safety, you say? How kind of her to send me my own personal guard. I've ever been fascinated by the unique visual language of the Hakhiu. You see, I often visit this place to bask in its grand, imposing glory. Yet I have never once taken a step beyond this point. The beasts that lurk within are far too dangerous to risk delving any further. But without you at my side, I can finally make a detailed study of the rest of these ruins. Such as what remains of them, of course. 500 years have come and gone since the giants returned to their ancestral lands. They have not been kind to the creations they left behind. Yet some of the larger structures still remain. This impressive gate, for one. They say Hak-Hu towered the arms above even the tallest Braal, but I wonder if their architecture might have played some part in exaggerating those tales. Its sheer sense of scale serving to inflate the giant's own. But enough speculation, let us press on. First to discover. In before the giants are the Lalafells that we haven't seen any sign of yet. They're not gonna do that. There's no shot, right? In before. In before. Pillars of stone overlook the nave. Fascinating, isn't it? The simple combination of geometric shapes naturally draws one eyes to the center, all the while maintaining the delicate balance. As the sun travels the sky, so too will the shadows of the towers above paint patterns on the ground below. And not just any patterns, oh no, calculations. Every stone cut and placed with mathematical precision. Divine, the moment of the stars and the changing of the seasons. A triumph of both form and function, true artistry. But wait, what's that over there by the cliff's edge? Quickly, with me. How do they manage this? How do these people not just die on a day-to-day basis? They keep running into monsters they can't fight all the time. What if I wasn't right here? Move! Mount. Thank you, and forgive me for racing ahead like that. I was so absorbed in examining every ilm of this place. I clean forgot to reason I'd never done so before. But if anything, it's worth the risking one's life for. It is surely this. Why, just look at this tower, it's a work of art. To the untrained eye, it might appear little more than a pile of stone, but look at how each brick is cut and positioned perfectly to align with its neighbors, and not a drop of mortar used to hold them in place. The engravings, too, surely have some religious significance. They certainly inspire reverence in me. Yes, inspire reverence. That's the thing. Why else would the giants build these temples upon the cliff, if not to make daily proof of their predominance over those who dwell in the plains below, those who were beneath them in every way? One cannot help but admire them. That their creations should awe and exhilarate us even now, centuries since they've been gone. Thank you, my friend. My passion for jewelry craft has been cooling of late, but now I am positively burning with inspiration. If the Hok-Hu creations can echo through the ages, then so can mine. To Earthenshire and eternity. There's an elephant there. There's 2 elephants. That's a mountain, and then that's where the City of Gold is. Oh man, someone close to the top of the temple. Hak-Hu. Oh, right, we need to turn our quest then.
Big thanks for bringing the Twinkle Crafter back to us. Not only is he safe and well, but full of mindfruit too. He says that he found it in the giant's prey place. This need for mindfruit is common among Potsworn. Some try to find it in history, some in nature, some even in firewater. It is our side of the pot pack to keep them well supplied with it, a duty that is a constant source of bread flying. But oh, the idea they came up with when they have it, such fresh thinking. Vandovic can't wait to see what our friendly Twinkle Crafter Wangle crafts next.
Shift G. I'm still missing a quest here. Interesting. But I've done all the quests though. The Juiceborn Bank. It unsettles me that Suralja is even a claimant in the first place. Surely his father cannot condone his violent ambitions. The head of reason in Rodrigo's story sounds so different from the head of resolve. They share the same body, yet their personalities are wholly distinct. These tales raise many questions. Let us hope the giants have answers. The stories describe a place of boundless happiness, but are also rife with dire warnings of seekers who did not return. What are we to make of this? Right, we should go and see the giant next. Agreed. Golden mysteries notwithstanding, their village is featured prominently in the saga and is not to be ignored. The Urupaksha highlands should be easy enough to reach from here. If you leave Earthenshire from the west, there's a road which leads up into the mountains. Let's find that first. Wait, I almost had this wrong job. That would have been bad. That would have made me upset as spaghetti. I wish I hit level 92 on this character where I left here, but should be fine, maybe. Where to meet the Hakhu at last? This road will take us through the mountains to the Urupaksha highlands, an exhausting route, perhaps but a straightforward one. One day we're sailing up rivers and the next we're hiking up mountains. The highlands are what the Lady of Proof took. The highlands are where the Lay of Proof took place, that being Gulolja's encounter with the Hakhu on his roulette time. But it's also the stage for the Lay of Ice, where heroes fought the monstrous Vali Garmada. I am most curious to know what the rite will demand of us there. Let me do this and then we can do roulettes, okay? I have an hour before I gotta go, so we should have time to do some roulettes at least. Looks like the trail is going to keep steep from here on in. I hope everyone is ready for some climbing. Their promise. I'm glad I caught you. Rederick asked me to bring you back to the village. She says there's something she forgot to give you. Ah, something other than the keystone? Yes, an item of great importance, or so I was told. It shouldn't take long, if you would please follow me. I wonder what that is all about. Well, no need for everyone to come. I'll be back in a little while. Alright, let's do it. You ready? Let's leave it on a cliffhanger. I feel like a lot of stuff is about to happen, so... Oh, I gotta learn how to play Pictomancer, though. You want to do Alliance Raid first so I can learn how to use my abilities. Sure, okay. Unable to invite players currently watching a cutscene? Yeah, go for it. I'll try to learn my abilities meanwhile. Take your time. There's a barrier on self to source damage, reduces the recast of Tempora Coat by 60 seconds. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Tell me when you're ready. I'm just gonna queue us for an alliance raid. Oh god, I gotta go. Oh, never mind. I can probably just do this. Does that work? One second. What size level stuff I have here for healers? 440, that doesn't help me much. What's my item level? 487, what do I need? $495, okay, so if I replace one ring, I just buy one healing ring and I should be good, I think. Whatever. I'm rich. Alright, I'm queuing us up. If I got Alliance Raids, I could probably read my abilities a little bit while stuff is happening. This fire damage should which grants the potency of 340, grants ether hues. But it doesn't say what ether hues does, so. Able to cast green and yellow magics. Okay, so this becomes okay. Most important is that you can draw a picture with instacast between bosses. Is that flute sound coming from the game? Why do I hear an ominous flute? I don't know. I did the assassins I sent towards you were supposed to be playing battle music for you. Yes, but 25 grants white paint. And I can use white paint for this. The ninjas are coming.